Welcome to the Accent Diet, Lesson 1, Pausing. It's important to speak with the correct amount of pausing between your phrases. If you speak without pausing between any of your words, your English will be hard to follow. People will say that your English is not clear. Speaking with a lot of pauses between words is not good either. Where can you pause? Pause between thought groups. Thought groups are groups of words that are connected together to express a single thought. I wanted to know how often they hired new staff. Thought groups are phrases. They can be noun phrases, adjective phrases, adverb phrases, verb phrases, and prepositional phrases. But don't think of grammar when you're speaking. Just pause after a thought. Thought groups can be connected to make longer thought groups. For example, I wanted to know how often they hired new staff could be pronounced, I wanted to know how often they hired new staff. Ultimately, you decide where and when to pause. She said that everyone was on time, and the meeting started right at 7. She said that everyone was on time, and the meeting started right at 7. Pausing is easy. Just stop talking. Don't fill your pauses with or just enjoy the silence. Pauses help your listeners follow your thought process, catch up when you're speaking fast, and understand any mispronounced words. Pauses are helpful when you are talking on the phone, need a moment to think, are explaining something complex, or are emphasizing something important. Let's review. Where can you add pauses in the following sentence? Option 1. It's important that we consider all of the factors before making a decision about whether or not to hire him. Option 2. It's important that we consider all of the factors before making a decision about whether or not to hire him. Option 3. It's important that we consider all of the factors before making a decision about whether or not to hire him. Number 2. Where can you add pauses in the following sentence? Option 1. The software bug doesn't seem to affect the users who have updated their operating systems. Option 2. The software bug doesn't seem to affect the users who have updated their operating systems. Option 3. The software bug doesn't seem to affect the users who have updated their operating systems. Remember to pause the next time you speak. Your speaking will sound more clear and professional. Welcome to the Accent Diet, Lesson 2, Stretching. When you speak, it's important to stretch the words at the ends of your thought groups. Again, when you speak, it's important to stretch the words at the ends of your thought groups. We call this stretching. If you don't stretch the ends of your thought groups, your final word may disappear. This is why your pronunciation might be unclear to some people. How do you stretch? Stretch the final vowel sound of the final word in each thought group. Practice stretching the final vowel sounds of these individual words. Strategy, closely, thoughtfully, or, and, but, ago, more, wait. Practice stretching the final words of these thought groups. Short thought groups. Our strategy is to listen closely and respond thoughtfully. Long thought groups. Our strategy is to listen closely and respond thoughtfully. Whether you use short or long thought groups, you need to make sure you are stretching the final vowel sound of the final word. When you are practicing, you must stretch longer than you feel is normal. If you want it to feel natural, you've got to overstretch when you are practicing. You might think that stretching will make your speech sound slow and unusual. Don't worry, it won't. And your listeners will be very happy because they will understand you. Stretching might feel strange to you because you aren't used to doing it. If it feels strange, you're doing it correctly. Keep up the good work! Welcome to the Accent Diet. Lesson 3, Connecting. When you speak, it's important to connect the words inside your thought groups. If you speak with a breath or pause between every word, your pronunciation will sound choppy. To avoid this, you need to connect your words together. Where can you connect? Connect the end of one word with the beginning of another word. For example, connect the end of one word with the beginning of another word. The only time we don't connect is when we pause for a thought group or when we want to highlight an important word. How can you connect? When the letters are the same, simply hold the sound with your vocal cords. Final letter. Final letter. When the letters are not the same, connect the sounds one after the other without taking a breath. Last word. Last word. Don't forget to pause between thought groups. Let's practice connecting. Say this word and hold the L sound at the end. Final letter. Final letter. Let's try a few more words. New web browser. New web browser. Sit on that chair. Sit on that chair. Notice a T usually sounds like a D when it's connected to a vowel. Sit on. What is? What is? It is. It is. You will love it. You will love it. Notice the E is silent, so the V and the I connect. Vit. What time is it? What time is it? Keep up the good work! Welcome to the Accent Diet, Lesson 4, Word Stress. It's important to stress only the key words or new information in your message. This will help your listeners understand you. This is called word stress. If you stress every word, your listeners will not know what is important to focus on, and you will sound like you are yelling. Where do you stress? Stress the content words or new information in a sentence. I want to give John an update on how the project is going. Content words are words like nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. For example, update, John, going. Function words are words like prepositions, articles, and helping verbs, such as on, an, and is. Function words are not stressed in sentences. Remember, content words are. Which words would you stress? I need to talk to Tim as soon as he gets back. Why? What's wrong? Nothing is wrong. I just need to give him an update. Did you notice that only one or two words are stressed in each thought group? I need to talk to Tim as soon as he gets back. Why? What's wrong? Nothing is wrong. I just need to give him an update. How do you stress words? Stressed words are longer, higher pitched, and stronger. I want to give you an update on how the project is going. The pitch is at its highest peak over the word's primary stressed syllable. Update, going. Here are a few word stress rules. Stress the words that give new information. I want to buy a phone. Stress the words that show contrast. You should buy a used phone. Stress the first word of a compound noun. I want one with a good data plan. Read the following sentences and see if you can choose where to add stress. Hundreds of customers spent the night outside the store the night before the new phone was released. Although home prices have fallen around the country, home prices are still high in this area. The company posted higher than expected revenue gains. Keep up the good work. Welcome to the Accent Diet, Lesson 5, Intonation. When you speak English, you need to make your voice go up and down, like music. This is called intonation. A simple way to think of intonation is to think of these three numbers. 3, 2, 1. 2 is where your voice stays during most of your speaking. 3 is the higher level you use when you are stressing a word or when you ask a yes or no question. 1 is where your voice goes at the end of most sentences. Match a number with your voice. These are relative numbers. This means that my 3 may be higher than yours, and your 1 may be lower than mine. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1. Now you know how to change the pitch of your voice. Next, you need to know where to use these numbers in words and sentences. Go up to 3 on the stressed syllable in a word, and then go down to 2 at the end of the word. Website. If the word is at the end of a sentence, go down to 1. Check the website. Go up to 3 at the end of a question that asks for a yes or no answer. Do you like the website? Use the same intonation pattern as a statement when the question asks for an answer that is not yes or no. What's the name of your website? You can also use intonation to show your feelings. A quick rise can show surprise. This is a problem that needs to be solved? A slow rise can show confusion or doubt. This is a problem that needs to be solved? A quick fall can show boldness. This is a problem that needs to be solved. A slow fall can show unhappiness. This is a problem that needs to be solved. Thanks for watching.